Welcome to the PastGlimpse Photos channel.
Subscribe to the channel and like the video.
July 1943, Greenville, South Carolina. Air Service Command. Men of the Quartermaster Truck Company of the 25th Service Group having a card game in one of the barracks. Card games, such as poker, were one of the few ways to brighten up the harsh military life, distract from thoughts of the front, and strengthen friendly ties away from home.
Red Cross worker. This photo was with an album from a 69th Infantry Division soldier and was possibly taken in Leipzig in 1945, sometime after the end of the war. There are a lot of nice insignia on her jacket.
In front of us are U.S. military personnel of the Second World War using a field radio station. This SCR-177 device served as a critical communication link, ensuring the rapid transfer of orders and intelligence between headquarters and the forward detachments.
This photo captures one of the early acts of civil disobedience in the United States. A group of students is picketing, protesting against racial segregation. Each person holds a book, symbolizing the fight for equal rights through education and peaceful, non-violent protest.
This is a medical research center in the USA during the Second World War. The tents, marked with the Red Cross symbol, highlight the scale of the war effort and the vital role that medical services played in rescuing the wounded. August 1944. Nurses from the 251st Station Hospital disembark at Cape Gloucester, New Britain. These women, prepared for the harshest conditions, symbolize the vital role that female personnel played in providing critical medical aid throughout the Pacific Theater. This World War II image demonstrates the mobility and harsh reality of the Eastern Front. German soldiers are traveling on a motorcycle with a sidecar. The visible fatigue on the passenger's face and the mud on his boots attest to a long and grueling march. This tragic photo from the Pacific Theater shows the grim aftermath of a fierce battle. Dozens of American soldiers killed in action are laid out on stretchers awaiting transport. A silent, somber testimony to the immense cost of victory.
USSR, 1943. An anti-aircraft gun crew fires on enemy planes, defending the sky over a city. These guns, positioned directly among residential areas, served as the last line of defense and a vital part of air defense protection. This is a superb example of tactical camouflage from World War II. We see Wehrmacht soldiers operating an anti-tank or artillery gun, entirely concealed by a layer of straw or hay. This specific type of cover made the weapon nearly invisible to aerial reconnaissance. A significant moment. German General Otto Wagner salutes a British officer before the surrender of the Dodecanese Islands in May 1945. This ceremony, held aboard a warship, symbolizes the definitive defeat of Germany in the Aegean Sea. This is an Me-262, the world's first operational jet fighter, photographed in Munich after the war. Despite its advanced technology, it arrived too late to change the course of the conflict, but it revolutionized the future of aviation forever. Joy Lilly, a World War II nurse who was awarded the Bronze Star. Women like her served in the rear and on the front line, performing many critical tasks, from medicine to logistics, supporting the morale of the army. A unique snapshot from the First World War. A German soldier operates a light mountain gun protected by an armored shield. This weapon, likely a 7.5-centimeter gun, was used to provide direct support to assault troops during the brutal trench warfare. This 1944 photo shows an improvised defensive line, German Teller anti-tank mines, suspended from a tree, were used to create booby traps or to defend against infantry, signaling the desperate situation of the Wehrmacht at that time. This scene shows a Paris street during its liberation in August 1944. Sandbag barricades protect an anti-tank gun. The rubble in the background and the smoke emphasize the fierce nature of the street fighting for the French capital. A German military cameraman from a propaganda company films footage for the newsreel in Europe. The use of a motorcycle with a sidecar indicates high mobility. This footage would later shape the official narrative of the war for the home audience. American soldiers listened to a portable gramophone aboard a ship en route to Normandy in 1944. These rare moments with music or favorite songs served as a crucial source of moral support before the imminent invasion.
German paratroopers, the Fallschirmjäger, are unloading supplies from a specialized airborne container. Such canisters, dropped from planes, provided the paratroopers with vital ammunition, weapons, and medical supplies immediately after landing.
This dramatic shot shows a German Fallschirmjäger exiting a Junkers U-52 transport aircraft. The narrow doorway and the paratrooper posture illustrate the unique jump technique characteristic of the early stages of airborne operations. Soldiers of the U.S. 2nd Armored Division Hell on Wheels serve food from field mess kits somewhere in Germany. Despite fatigue and harsh conditions, hot meals remained a priority for maintaining the fighting efficiency of the troops. An American soldier transfers ammunition boxes from a half-track vehicle during the campaign in Europe. The wolf emblem on the side indicates affiliation with one of the armored divisions responsible for maintaining the offensive. Two German soldiers sit in a trench, writing letters home. Field post was essential. It allowed servicemen to maintain contact with their families, providing much-needed emotional support amidst the harsh realities of the Eastern Front. Two German soldiers surrender to American troops on a Normandy beach. They are seen running with their hands raised, exiting the combat zone. This image symbolizes a turning point in the crucial battle for the Western Front. This photo, taken by Hendrik Ross in the Łódź Ghetto in 1942, shows children at the prison fence before their deportation to Chelmno. This image stands as a bitter testament to the Holocaust and the tragic fate of the ghetto's prisoners.
British soldiers receive hot meals and tea from volunteers at a railway station. This moment highlights home front support, providing sustenance to thousands of servicemen traveling across the country during the Second World War.
This courtroom image likely shows Irma Grace, an SS concentration camp guard from Bergen-Belsen. Her trial, conducted by the American military, symbolized the triumphant justice over the atrocities of Nazism following the war. Arrested female SS guards from the Bergen-Belsen concentration camp. Their impassive faces, captured after the camp's liberation, became a powerful visual testament to personal involvement in the horrors of the Holocaust and Nazi atrocities. Berlin, 1945. An elderly man sits on a bench amidst the ruins, next to a disabled piece of military equipment. This powerful photograph symbolizes the devastation and human sorrow left behind by the Battle of Berlin and the start of post-war life. This photo captures the 7 members of the Ovitz family, Jewish dwarf performers from Transylvania. They became the only complete family to survive Auschwitz solely because Dr. Mengele utilized them for his horrific medical experiments. This tragic photograph, likely from the Lodz or Warsaw Ghetto, shows a mother hiding her infant in a bucket. This desperate gesture symbolizes the extraordinary efforts made by parents attempting to save their children from Nazi roundups and deportations.
The legendary B-17 Flying Fortress and its crew. The airmen sit on a Willys Jeep, proudly displaying the numerous bomb tallies and Nazi insignias painted on the bomber's nose, a symbol of their operational combat sorties.
A woman from the Auxiliary Territorial Service, likely in Britain, operates a specialized height finder to track aircraft. Positioned at the forefront of the defense, she plays a critical role in the vital early warning system during enemy air raids. This 1943 photograph shows a massive parking lot full of cars at a military facility in the United States. This site, with hundreds of civilian vehicles, underscores the incredible level of mobilization and motorization of American society during the war.
The legendary photographer Robert Capa captured this moment of an SS soldier being arrested by a U.S. military police. Capa focuses on the stark contrast in uniforms and posture, demonstrating the defeated man's humiliation and the grim process of disarmament after the surrender. This 1944 image captures the temporary grave of an unknown English soldier, marked with a simple wooden cross and a perforated helmet. The German inscription, Unbekannter Englischer Soldat, symbolizes respect shown even to fallen opponents. A German soldier on the Eastern Front is catching fish, attempting to diversify his meager ration. This personal, mundane moment, captured on a riverbank, illustrates the soldier's attempts to find small comfort and sustenance amidst the harsh realities of the war. This powerful shot, taken in Europe, shows a child or teenager on a bicycle riding past a column of light German armored vehicles. This scene perfectly illustrates the stark intrusion of war and military presence into the peaceful daily lives of the civilian population. A dramatic shot from the Eastern Front in 1944. 4 German soldiers surrender with their hands raised to Soviet troops on a snow-covered steppe. This image serves as a silent testimony to the scale of the fighting and the inevitable retreat of the Wehrmacht. Paris, 1945. American soldiers celebrate the end of World War II, cheering and holding up signs emblazoned with the word peace. This photograph is one of the most vivid historical testaments to the joy and profound relief after years of fighting in Europe. A rare historical moment.